Good morning. Sit down. All right. We thank God for giving us another day to have our lesson. In our previous topic, we talked about whole numbers. Who can summarize what we did in our previous lesson for us? Okay.
All numbers are those symbols that we use to write number, and those numbers are called numerals. An example of numerals are 1, 2, 3, and 25. The system by which we use numerals is called Indo-Arabic system. In this system, we have 10 symbols that are used in this system, and they are 0 to 9. And these numbers are referred to as digits, and they can also be referred to as positive integers that we use in the number system. Thank you.
All right. Can we clap for her? But she's not the only person in this class. Who else can give a trial? Okay.
In our previous class, we talked of whole numbers, and we defined whole numbers as set of positive integers in the whole number system. And when we talk of integers, we talk of positive whole numbers. Examples of whole numbers are 2, 3, 4, 25, etc. We also talked about Hindu-Arabic system, and they are those numbers we use in our daily operation. And in this system, we have 10 methodology, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. And they can also be called digits.
All right. Clap for her. Okay, we talked about whole numbers as the digits that is being called what? Numerals. These are basic symbols we use in the real number system. And I also informed you of what is called the Hindu-Arabic system. Hindu-Arabic system. In this Hindu-Arabic system, we said that it's from what? 0 to 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. And I told you people that all the numbers in this world comes from this what? Number. These 10 digits that we have here. If you are to say 1999, 1000, you will see that you will end up having 1 here, and this 0 will be into 3. That is what? 1000. Same is in million, and the same, any number that is we have in this world must come from these 10 digits. That is what we use as our basic operation. Do you copy?
Copy that.
Thank you. So today we have approximation. Refreshing our mind with place value of numbers. When we have 33,492. If I'm to place values on them, these two will be what? Our units. Here will be.
Tens.
What about here?
100.
What about here?
1,000.
And here?
Tens of thousands.
All right. And apart from this, you know that after tens of thousands, we will have hundreds of thousands. So here will be hundreds of thousand, and after hundreds of thousand, we will have million. After million, we have tens of million, hundreds of million, billion, tens of billion, hundreds of billion, trillions. Is okay. I know you people know it very well. Okay, with this, let us talk about this approximation. Some numbers are boring to work with. Take, for instance, if you have something like 899. Approximately, this can be 900. Do you know how? Because the number that we have here is up to 5, we add 1 to this one, and everything here will turn 900. Now, one thing you have to know is that approximation is being defined as what? Numbers or values that are nearly but not exactly the same. Are you getting me now?
Yes.
values that are nearly but not exactly the same. As we have this 900, it is nearly but not exactly the same with 899. Do you copy?
Copy that.
And under this approximation, there are what we call strong numbers and weak numbers. Under strong numbers, we have it as examples of it: 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And when I ask you the definition of this, what are strong numbers that you are to explain it, you don't need to tell me that there are numbers that are more than 5, because even 10 is also more than 5. But you have to relate it that we in here that we are talking about digits. We count the number in symbols and digits. And we count it according to what we have as our basic operation, which is the Hindu-Arabic system. And the 10 is not among it. Do you know? Because 10 is formed from the Hindu-Arabic system, which is from 1 and 0. Do you copy?
Copy that.
Then under weak numbers, we have it as 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then, apart from this, questions under approximation normally comes this way. Round off the following numbers to tens, hundred, and thousands. And under this round off, you either round up or you round down. You either round up or you round down. When are we to round up and when are we to round down? Whenever the immediate number, take for instance, our concentration, we have something like 345. Here is our unit, here is our tens, and here is our 100. And you are told to round this number off to what? Tens. Meaning that your concentration or your target will be at this what? 4. You will round up in this case because 5 is a strong number. And 5, in as much as is now a strong number, you have to add 1 to this what? 4. It will now definitely becomes what? 3, and this will turn to what? 0, which will be 350. So we round up when we encounter a strong number, but we round down when we encounter a weak number. Take for instance, we have 343. And you are told to approximate this or to round this off in times to having for our targets as our target. And this 3 that we have here is a weak number. Therefore, you round down. It's what you are going to do here is to add 0. And 0 is what? Nothing. We have 340. Do you copy?
Copy that.
So this is what the things that you need to know before you can be able to be answering questions under approximation. Do you copy?
Copy.
So who can summarize this thing that I have just explained now so that I will know if I'm going to move on? What we've just said now, who can summarize it? Who can do that? It's not only both of them that are in this class. Who else can do that? Okay. Okay. You can?
You say that if you want to, if you can do anything in approximation, you must know strong numbers and weak numbers. And strong numbers are numbers that are from 5 and weak numbers are numbers that are from 0 to 4. Then you say that during approximation, you must know the numbers where you place your 100, 10, and 1,000.
Okay, clap for her. Who else can say something on that? Okay. Be audible, be audible.
We have two types of numbers in approximation, which are
I told you something that once you are making this type of explanation, that you need to say that there are numbers that are more than 5 in the Hindu-Arabic system, so that it will be what? Specific. Do you understand? Because when you give the definition that way, 11 is what? More than 5. 100, they are all what? More than 5. So you must use that. There are numbers that are more than 5 that are in the Hindu-Arabic system. So continue.
You see that some numbers are the digits that are greater than 5 in the Hindu Arabic system. While weak numbers are numbers that are less than 5 in the Hindu Arabic system. And also showed us that in order to solve an approximation, you have to do round up and round up. I will show that to example.
Okay, clap for her. All right, it shows that you are following. Okay, we have some questions at the board. Read what we have on the board, the questions.
Round up to the nearest tens, hundreds and thousands.
Okay, so according to what I have explained, take for instance, we want to solve this number 1. We are going to place our values first. Do you copy?
Copy that.
86439. And this is 83,439. Here becomes our units, tens, hundreds,
Thousands.
okay, and here,
Tens of thousands.
nice one. And first of all, we'll be considering these tens. After that, we consider hundreds. Then lastly, we are going to consider the thousands. Now, under tens, which we have here as what? 3. This is our target for now. So, first of all, what we are going to do, since what we have here, is it a weak number or a strong number?
Strong number.
So, are we to round up or to round down?
Round up.
Clap for yourselves. Now we will add 1 to this 3, and we will have here as what? 4. And we'll bring down 0 here. Then all these numbers, we are going to bring them down. And this is equal to the tens. Do you copy?
Copy that.
Okay, now we are now going to consider the approximation 100 to be precise. So we have it as what? 4. We will come down. Then this 3, is it a weak number or a strong number?
A weak number.
We are going to add 0 to 4. So we have here as our 4, 0, 0. Then we bring down our 6 and 8. And this will be equal to the hundreds. So this is our value for hundreds. And what we just done now is round down. Thank you. Now let us talk about consider thousands, which is here. We have 6 as our point of concentration. Then what we have here is 4. Is it a weak number or a strong number?
A weak number.
Thank you. So it's not going to have any effect on 6 because 0 was added. Then we have to bring down zeros, 0. Then we have our 8 back. And this should be equal to the thousands. This is what this approximation is all about. Can you see that?
Yes.
So if you have any question, you can go on and ask. Any question from any angle? If you need anything to be clarified on, okay? only the place value of 100. I don't understand. The place value of, is it 4 as in? Okay, assuming 3 is a strong number, okay. And we have here as our point of concentration, okay. Now take for instance that what we have here now. We know that we have 3 there initially. So take for instance we have 5 here. 5 is a strong number. So we have to add 1 to this 4. That means here we now turn to what's the place we have hundreds here. So it means that here is supposed to now be what? 86,500. Thereby making here to be now what? 5. Do you copy? Okay. Remember when I said you copy, you tell me copy that. Okay. Now in my second question, somebody will come out and solve it because she was the only person that asked question, and I know that all of you are following up. So number 2 that we have it as 53,231. Who can get it done or solved for us? Okay, next way. Let me sit down and watch her solve. And watch her solve it.
We are asked to find the tenth. And 3 is our tenth. And 3, is this a strong number or a weak number?
A weak number.
And the immediate number that follows the point of concentration is 1. And 1 is a weak number, which means you add 0 to 3. This is 53,200. Then the 100, we have 2 as our 100. And the immediate number that follows the point of concentration is 3. And 3 is a weak number, which means you add 0 to 100. Which gives us 53,200.
You know that this is entering.
The 1,000, we have 3 as our 1,000. And the immediate number that follows our point of concentration is 2. And 2 is a weak number, which means you add 0 to the 1,000, which gives us
She's made a mistake. Okay. Okay. A sound clap. I didn't get it. I said a sound clap. All right, she tried. She wanted to make mistake, but later she corrected herself. So who else is going to try? I have a question here. I don't know if you people can even solve it. 9, 9. How do we do this? How do we do it? Do you want to try it? Oya, come. Let me see how she's going to manage this 9 that we have there.
We have to place our place value. Units, 10, 100, tens of thousand, thousand, and tens of thousand. Tens. Our area of concentration is 9.
Okay.
And the number next to 9 is 9.
Please, I don't want to get any noise. Once I see you making noise, you come and solve it for us. And woe to you if you fail it.
And this 9 is a strong number, so we round up. And when we are rounding up, we add 1 to 9, and it becomes 10.
10.
And in the Arabic system, there's no digit for 10. So we have to round up to 10, and we add 1 to 9.
Okay, do it so that I will understand what you are talking about. So I want to see it.
We add 1 to 9.
Okay. Yes.
We're going to write down the 10. We write our 0 and add 1 to 9.
Okay.
It becomes
10 again.
Then you round up.
Okay.
And add 1 to 6. It becomes 70,000.
Wow. Wow. Clap for her. Clap for her first. Please, this is not how queens clap. Do you copy?
Copy that.
When I say clap, you just give an organized sound clap. So, clap. Listen, listen. I want the type of clap that will touch the Anambra State governor. Wherever he is now, he will be shocked. He will be like, which sound is this? Does that mean that people now have band in their pants? What is happening? So, a sound clap is not enough. Your hands will pain you today. I said a sound clap. Nice one, because the building is already shaking. Okay, continue.
Our next phase of participation is 100. The next number to 100 is 9. And 9 is also a strong number. So we are going to round up. When we round up, you add 1 to 9.
Be audible. Some people are not hearing
When we
you.
round up, you add 1 to 9, it becomes 10.
Okay.
I'm not going to write down the 10 because in India Arab system, we don't have any digit that is 10.
Okay.
So we round up again, and when we are rounding up, we add 1 to 9.
Okay.
It becomes 10.
Okay.
And you round up again so that you have only 1 digit. And when you are rounding up, you add 1 to 6, it becomes 7. Which is equal to 70,000.
Okay. Nice one.
Our next area of concentration is 1,000. The next number to it is 9. And 9 is also a strong number. So we are going to round up. When we are rounding up, we add 1 to 9, it becomes 10. And we are not going to write down the 10. So we have
You
to
will solve
round
the
up
next
to
one.
10. When you are rounding
Okay,
up,
you will
you
solve.
add
Do you
1
want to
to
solve the next one?
it becomes 70,000.
A sound clap. If I get you making noise, you come and solve for us. Now, come here. This is not the kind of explanation that I want. You have 7 here. Then what have you been doing all this while? You simply add 1 to this 4 and you will have 8,650. You see that? So don't make such a mistake next time. You can sit down. Now I have seen that you people can now solve these things. Don't worry, let me show you people something on this. Here, we are only to consider the numbers, the digits before the decimal points. So we have here as our units. Here will be our tens, and here will be what? Hundreds. And we cannot approximate or round off in thousand because the digits is not up to 1,000. So let us consider this in tens first. Is this 3 a weak number or a strong number?
A weak number.
We will have here to be 5, and here will be 0.00. We will bring down our 7. Now, rounding off to the nearest 100, is this 5 a strong number or a weak number? We add 1 to 7, we will have 8, then everything will turn 0. So do not be afraid if you have a decimal point. Do you copy? Copy that. So in my assignments, I would like you to go and solve number 1, then number 2, number 3, following the same question. That is, round up to the nearest tens, hundreds, and thousands. Do you copy? Copy that. In my next class, after revision on this approximation, I'm going to introduce you to a topic called directed numbers. Remember to read ahead of the teacher. So we will be treating directed numbers. Any question before we come to the expiration point of this class? Okay, our targets. Yes, we normally have our targets, which another name I use for it is the specific objectives. So our targets for today, what we've covered for today, we revised whole numbers. We also talked about place values of numbers. Before we went to the topic that we have today, which is what? Approximation. And we defined it. I gave you the definition of approximation. We talked about strong numbers and weak numbers. We talked about rounding up and rounding down, and also solutions under approximation. So see you some other time. What do you have to tell the teacher?
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Some of you are not talking. Didn't you enjoy the class?
We are happy to say to you, thank you. We are happy to say to you, thank you. Thank you, teacher. Thank you. Thank you, teacher. Thank you. We are happy to say to you, thank you. We are happy to say to you, thank you.